In today's video, I thought I'd show you something I picked up this past weekend, which is going to be a great part of my collection going forward. No, it's not my TAM, it's not my iMac, it's not my Classic. It is actually the Miracle Piano teaching system, but works with Macintosh. So here's the piano and all its packaging. So like I said before, this is the Macintosh version. On the box, it has won an award for the Software Showcase Award for 1992. And if we look, it gives us all the specs of the systems that this can work with, or I should say the software should work with. System 7. The packaging is just decorated to look like a piano itself. And on the side, what we have are all the different versions. So there's Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, IBM PC, Amiga, and Mac. And they tell you all the different things that it does. It also has little dots to show you. So apparently, just about everything here is available to the Mac. So here's some screenshots of how you're going to learn. So there's different games, different melodies that you can play while it is connected to your Mac. So what I thought we'd do, I'm going to open the box up. We'll take a look to see what was included. I'm just going to let you guys know off the bat, I have opened it already, and so did the seller, just to provide photos. One thing he forgot to get back to me was a stand, so the stand to put underneath the piano. But let's open it up and take a look to see what was available with the Miracle Piano. When we take the cover off, this is what we're greeted with. It's just some styrofoam. Miracle right there. Apparently this is a revision B. So if we open it up, get rid of that, we're greeted with the piano itself. It still has its bag, and I can tell you one thing, I could definitely smell it. The plastic seems to have very strong chemical smell. Not sure if it's degrading, not sure what's happening. It is not pleasant. So I'll just put that to the side for now. And this is everything that comes with it. So, first of all, there are the installation discs, the Macintosh installation discs. Next, power adapter. It says OEM, and I'm pretty sure you could crack that open if you tried hard enough. Then some of these papers you put over as you're learning, I guess for the programming. About the same. Next is something, I believe that they call the Miracle Connector. And on the other end of the Miracle Connector, for it to work with your Mac, is this right here. I believe this connects to the back for your modem port. There, your phone port at the back of your Mac. Next, this is the foot pedal. It is essentially, it's some hard plastic on the bottom and just some foam. So I'm pretty sure just the wire is embedded in it. And then when you press down, it activates the foot pedal. Finally, we have some guides. So the user guide and apparently an owner's manual. They talk about how to use it. They do give some history on music. Different melodies you can play. Next is a song collection. This has not been opened entirely. And it gives you a list of just some of the songs that were available that you could just add in. So, She Loves You. What else is here? That's What Friends Are For. There's even Michael Jackson. So these apparently were all used with permission. So they were able to pay to put these songs into the program. Then some other things from Software Toolworks right here. Other song collections. And just some other papers, about the whole Miracle Piano. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to install it on one of my older Macs, and we'll see if we can get it hooked up and try out the software. All right, so
we have it installed now. It took me a lot longer than I believe it should have taken. Unfortunately, I tried it on a multitude of machines, and either there was enough RAM or they just kept freezing. They were not working well. And when I tried to install on the last machine, the first floppy disk number 1, was not readable by any of the computers anymore, so it demagnetized. Luckily, I believe all the software is available online, and I had taken an install from one of my other machines, put it on an external drive, and just transferred over. And what I put it on was this, my Quadra 840AV, and it seems to run just fine. Please forgive the state of this machine. I have not done any kind of restoration on it. There's no battery in it. It just works for now. Maybe in the future I'll fix it up, but for now it works perfectly fine. Have a mouse installed. I have connected the piano. As you can see right here, the piano works just fine. There's the volume, the different instruments that it can play as well. So the program is on the hard drive. I'm just going to reach over to the mouse. Now, as I installed it on a very low-end machine, I only have the black and white install on here, but I believe it works just the same as the others. So it's saying it'd be better if I installed the graphics options. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm not able to with the problems with the discs. So we'll change it into black and white. When you open it up, this is what you see. Okay. Now you could either become a new student or you could just simply browse if you don't want to take the time. We can do a lesson, but I think let's just explore. Now you're greeted to these different rooms. So you have the classroom, the arcade, the studio, the practice room, the performance hall, and the administration. So let's take a little bit of a tour around and see what we could just find here. Okay, so we have different things here, like I said before: classroom, arcade, studio, performance hall, practice room, administration. So if we clicked on classroom, for example, what we can do is we can pick a song, and within the classroom it will show us how to play the song. So let's say Ave Maria. So if we'd like, we could have the piano show us on the bottom of the screen. It gives us the keys that we're supposed to have. And we can go back to conservatory. So that's the classroom. You just pick the song. It can demonstrate how to do it, and you can just practice. We'll skip over that. We'll go to the studio. In the studio, these are old, I believe it's reel-to-reel audio cassettes. So you can record your own song, as you see right here. Or you can actually just open up a song that's included in the install. So we have a lot that we can play right here. I don't know, let's try Hand Largo. If we want, it'll show us what it should sound like. All right, so let's go back to conservatory again. The administration. So you could pick a new student, rename your student, check in the Hall of Fame. You could check on your practice, lesson chart, or even, I guess, setting up everything here. The metronome volume, your keyboard volume, all of those settings, as well as pedal control. Performance hall. Pick a song. And there you go. So, nothing too exciting at the performance hall. Cancel out of that. Practice room. Why not hot cross buns? So, duet, I think you would need more than one yet. It is not allowing me to do this. So I'm assuming there was some function that you could just add on a second piano and play it together. Practice rhythm, practice notes. Again, a lot of these demos, however, seem to use the exact same screen. Get out of that. And what I think most people probably did with this is right here. So I saved it to last. It's the arcade. So there are different things you could do. 4 different games, or I should say 3 games and a jukebox. So, for example, ducks. So you pick the exercise that you want to work on. And I think you have to get the right key at the right level. Oh, there we go. quite a violent thing, unfortunately. But you can see how it works. Ripcord. Again, C major thirds. And again, you have to get the right keys to save these people on this very odd looking, very odd looking, whatever that is, helicopter, as they plunge to their doom, which is a very odd concept to show in a video game. I'm assuming this is to encourage children to play music. Again, practicing another exercise. And then you have to get the right chords, which I'm not getting. Alright, and finally the last thing, the jukebox. Again, it's very similar to the reel-to-reel. You could pick the song, so say a tisket, a tasket, open it up, and it will play said song. So that's the software. Now, am I impressed with the software? This is a very 90s feeling piece of software to learn how to play the piano. I think it might encourage some children to try it out. Now, whether they try it out more than once, I'm very, very doubtful on that. So it's a very interesting concept. I'm glad I found it. This is without a doubt the oddest piece in my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.